And ready for it.
Yeah, we're ready. That's scary. That's fucking scary. And he's probably young too. The dude.
Oh, he was like
21, right? Or like 20.
Which one? The one that recently died?
Yeah, the one in the.
Yeah.
You need it like that. Lock it.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
We the real Hebrew Israelites who prophesied the downfall of this kingdom, America, which is called the daughter of Babylon in the Bible. The Chichu Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, so the Lord's chosen people, the Hebrew Israelites, and we want to give all praise and glory to
Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai Bashem, Rukakdash.
double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone Camp for teaching us the truth of the Bible. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect scattered around the world. Shalom. I'm the brother Amawan.
And the brother Kuwak.
And today we want to speak about the mark of the beast in the Bible. And the mark of the beast, it's a prophecy, a future prophecy. And the only prophets who have the true prophecy is the prophets of Great Millstone.
The real prophets.
That's right. Those are the only ones. Those are the only prophets who know what the mark of the beast is, which they showed us. It's the mark of it's the RFID microchip. So first, let's go to Isaiah 42:9.
Right.
Because some say it's not the microchip. You know, some Israelite camps
Shit, it's already highlighted.
say that.
Isaiah 42:9. I'm going to read this in the KJV. Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them.
Yeah, so the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. But it says, before they spring forth, I tell you of them. So we've been knowing about the mark of the beast because Great Millstone has been talking about it for years. You know,
Like 40 years.
right?
They said it's been known since like the 90s, though, you know?
Yeah, even like the 80s.
Yeah, before,
you know?
yeah.
And let's say that even our Vivens knew about it. That's a long time.
Very long.
Yeah. Yeah, so Great Millstone, they've been constantly bringing out, you know, the mark of the beast, you know, what it is. And they're the only camp that's constantly making videos about it. You don't see any other Hebrew Israelites talking about the mark of the beast all the time.
I got a piece of prayer.
Mm-hmm.
Isaiah 42:6. I, the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, have kept thee in righteousness, and will hold thine hand, and will keep thee, and give thee for a covenant of the people, for a light of the Gentiles. So that means that the information that is necessary is given only to us. Because there's a lot of prophets in Israel. Yeah, like Captain.
More false.
Yeah.
Real
I think the better one would be Captain Desire. He's pretty good. But if you ask him what's the mark of the beast, I don't know if he's online with it or.
I think I never even heard.
I never even heard him speak on. But he's very smart.
Yeah.
But you see, all of Israel doesn't have it because we were called into righteousness because you know, we believe it. It's not a hard thing to see.
Yeah, that's right. Read that one again, verse 9.
Okay, Isaiah 42:9. Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them.
Yeah, so Great Millstone, they told us that the mark of the beast is the microchip. And they've been saying that since they came out. You know, they haven't switched it up like other camps, doctrines, they switch up, you know, but all the way since the beginning until now, they haven't switched up.
Standing firm.
Yep, that's how you know that they have the 100% truth, and it's linking up with facts, you know, with facts about the mark of the beast.
Yeah, like because they always said it was the RFID microchip. It was going to be computerized. You know.
Yeah, when you read that chapter, it just makes sense. That's the, you know,
it has to be.
It just makes sense when you read the whole chapter, you know.
And new things do I declare. Never before. Never before, because there was never before computers like that. And maybe there was a mathematical system, but this beast, this motherfucker, he wants to track you.
Because we keep coming out with new technology.
Well, yeah. And then they always promise, we'll give you medicine. Like it'll give you the medicine right there when you need it. Like we were talking, and then the brother said when somebody he knew got ravined 12 feet into a canal, that microchip would have alerted EMT,
Like All-Star.
yeah,
All-Star.
automatically because of his condition, and that is appealing to you, right? Nobody ever thinks, oh man, I don't know who's gonna save me. Nobody ever thinks that. But the prophets have been telling you, look, at the only one that can save you. All judgment comes from Yahweh.
Yep. That's what we say, yeah.
So there I am. I smashed my hand with the hammer. I'm like, oh, damn it, I must have deserved it. Who does that? Nobody does it.
They don't hold themselves accountable for their own actions, you know?
Mm-hmm.
They just like, they want to blame it on the hammer, they want to blame it on the lighting in the room or something, they want to blame it on everything else but themselves, you know?
You know, that's the thing. How many people are gonna say, I shouldn't take that mark of the beast? I shouldn't.
Man, nobody. Well, the apostles said, they did the sit down yesterday. The apostles just said, let a nigga be starving for like 3-4 days. They can't keep that, you know, chip. They gonna, you know?
Uh-huh.
You know?
That's a very, very, very good point. Because I've been saying, go outside, go fish, go hunt, get a fucking knife, get a fucking gun, go out to the fucking mountains and starve. What are you gonna do? You're gonna kill something. You know, I might be going off by saying this, but we were watching a movie, me and my wife, and there was a pig eating the survivor's crops. And I said, I would have fucking shot that motherfucker and ate it. And then you would eat a pig? Well, she was right to say that. You would eat a pig. But the thing is, your spirit's gonna change. It might not be a pig, because a tapir is not a pig. But I'm saying you have to be in the violent type of mode with what's coming up.
Yeah, because the times are going to get violent, you know?
So you have to be violent. Dig a hole like a foot deep with a knife. That's fucking hard work. Like, make yourself survive. Like, only because it's so easy to get a fucking, chip. You just go to the chipping station. Like, you see those phone stations. Everybody gets a free fucking phone. Hey.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is sign up.
Yeah, but they're asking for your address, social. You know, that's the same thing with the FRD chip, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're going to have all your information, this and that, though. So don't say it as in, like, oh, it'll benefit you, you know? But in reality, it's benefiting them, though. You know? So it's the same thing what the brother was saying about the phones. So you're like, oh, that's easy, though. But here they are asking you your address, your social, you qualify, such and such, things like that, though. But it's like, man, that can just give me the fucking phone, you know? But they're asking you for all this information. It's going to be the same thing with the chip.
Yeah, they're starting to take your information. They're already been taking your information. What's the biggest scam right now? Selling your information, right? Third-party information. Why? Because the RFID system needs to have your information.
Yeah.
That's what makes it so fucking appealing. They already know everything. Have you ever called customer service and been so frustrated and you tell them, oh, I thought you already knew? Right? Have you ever done that? I know I have. I've been so fucking frustrated with whoever, a professional in some area, like phone, for example. Didn't you already know? Because they took all your information. Didn't you already know? Well, that little thing is gonna know.
I get 2 Peter 1:19.
I got a precept while you get there. It's still in Isaiah 42:7. You will, and this is in the NLT, so there's no questions. You will open the eyes of the blind. You will free captives from prison, releasing those who sit in dark dungeons. And that dark dungeon could be your brain, your mind.
Imagine that.
Say we're gonna wake up people.
That's right, sir. Yeah, I'll read it again. You will open the eyes of the blind.
Yeah, there you go.
We're gonna wake them up. You know.
You will free the captives from prison. releasing those who sit in dark dungeons.
And
So
so
it's how it grows darkness. The people are, you know. They're
this
there.
verse kind of goes with it too.
I got
yeah.
Second Peter's 1 and
Yeah.
19. Right? Second Peter's 1 and 19. It says, "We have also a more sure word of prophecy, whereunto ye do well that ye take heed, as unto a light that shineth in a dark place." There you go. And to the day dawn, the day star arise in your hearts.
Oh man.
Man, it's beautiful.
So we have it said a sure word of prophecy. That means we're sure that we know what that prophecy is. The mark. We know what the mark is for sure. It's like a picture. Some people don't have a clear picture, you know, but us, we see the picture clear.
Yeah, because let's say you're looking for a car. You want to buy a car, right? You're gonna look at the picture of the car in order to say, I want this car. Nobody ever goes to the fucking dealership and goes up to the dealer, hey pal, today's your fucking lucky day. You pick the car and you tell me how much I'm gonna pay. Hey, who the fuck does that? Nobody, right? You're very picky. Now I want that car. I want to test drive that car.
So, some people they don't have the flashlight,
Mm-hmm.
you know, to look in the dark place, you know.
Like an inspector has a flashlight.
Yeah. Read that one again.
Oh, I got a precept.
Oh yeah.
Which one?
Colossians 4 and 6. It says, "Let your speech be always with grace, seasoned with salt, that you may know how ye ought to answer every man." So we're sure that our Heat chip is, you know, talks about, and it's the MOTV though. You know? So we gotta come out here bold, like it says, you know, come out here boldly, speaking the truth though, you know.
Damn.
We're not just gonna come with a half-ass doctrine. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. You gotta come out here with 100% the season though. You know, that's why I say, you be sure that what you know what you're talking about though, you know.
And that's the GMS is the only camp that you can walk up to and they'll never tell you, I don't know. You won't ever hear that. You won't ever hear some fucking bullshit. Somebody fucking knows in that camp. Somebody's fucking well armed. And matter of fact, it's a team effort. Some people have this, some people have that, like the scriptures say.
They say that they don't have 100% truth.
Bullshit, we got it.
How are you supposed to know anything if you don't have 100% truth?
Yeah,
you know?
That's you people right there. You people don't understand what the fuck you're talking about.
How are you supposed to know what the mark of the beast is if you don't know 100%? You know?
Yeah. Some camps said it's Christianity. Other fucking camps, I believe it was IUIC, said it's white girls sleeping with white girls.
Hey, I guess I'm going to hell. I'm already dead.
You're already there.
I'm already dead, homie. Come on, man. That's ridiculous, man. And look at this. If anyone in GMS brings out a scripture, there's fucking history behind it. There's an explanation behind it. There's so much knowledge and information behind it and their explanation that if you look it up, you're forced to believe it or reject it. And if you reject it, you get rejected.
Yeah. I was going to say, though, do the research, man. Don't believe us.
You know what?
You do the research.
It's like Yahushua is down here and he's telling us what to fucking say. We don't rehearse this. I didn't fucking rehearse this. The brother said it was my lesson, and I said, well, it's your lesson. Hey, I didn't rehearse. I don't fucking plan nothing. Like, the thing is the information is coming from the angels, his angels, so that we don't get it wrong. And I got a precept, Revelation 13 and 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and spake as a dragon. Well, where's the history in that? Okay, Lucius Vera and Marcus Aurelius, the Roman Empire. That's the time they had the horns represent the leader, right? The power. There was 2 fucking Roman emperors, and he spake like a dragon. So everything that he said was about war, was very fucking evil, right? And one of the things that they did, if you watch Gladiator 2, that shit is fucking, that movie is fucking awesome. I couldn't concentrate on it because I was looking stuff up. You see? But that lets you know that, And that was a beast because it came up out of the earth. And what is the earth? Like the earth represents men, right? Because we came from the earth. We were built from the earth, right? So it was not an angel, right? It was not a beast. It was not a fucking imaginary creature. It came from the earth, like me and you. So it must have been a man. So he had two horns like a lamb, and that lamb represents that you refer the people, right? But he spake like a dragon. And when one of the parts that I seen was Denzel Washington with how he took over the power. He fooled one of Marcus Aurelius to kill his brother
Yep, yeah, that's right.
and to take over the fucking Roman Empire. So there you go. He spake like a lamb. His actions were, his horns were like a lamb. He looked like a lamb, but he spake like a dragon.
And the definition for a dragon is Draco.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah. And yeah.
That's what they call him.
The Dracula. Just remember Dracula. What was the whole point of Dracula? Dracula was upset with Yahushua because his wife died. That's a fucking good movie. It explains a lot. But, you know, like I said, that there you go. That's a GMS thing right there. Who else is going to tell you that? Maybe Tazariak will tell you, but then when you get to the part of verse 16, I don't know, or what was it? Yeah, 16? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I'll just read that precept faster, you know?
And then, yeah,
come on, you gotta know everything, you know?
and we know it. We know what we're talking about.
Read Second Peter.
One thing.
Yeah.
It says, we have also a more sure word of prophecy, whereunto ye do well that ye take heed. See?
Yeah.
And that's, you know, as into the light that shineth in the dark place, into the day dawn, and the day star arise in your hearts.
Yeah, so if you can't see that the mark of the beast is the RFID chip, that means your pineal gland, you know, which is in your brain, it's dirty, you know?
It has, what's that word?
It is a spirit, dog.
It's
Calcified.
Yeah, it's calcified, you know? So that means you can't see out. You know, it's like your window is dirty and you can't clean it.
Yeah,
you know?
just think about your glasses. If you wear glasses, like my glasses get foggy or dirty, and I always do this. I always clean them. How do you clean your pineal gland?
By researching, by studying, you know.
Not using fluoride toothpaste.
Yeah. Because that's what's going to build your faith, you know. Finding out the truth, finding out facts, that's going to build up your faith, you know. And that's what built it up. It's what built up our faith to make us come out here.
Yeah, because the first thing that we did is research.
We used to get together every week, you know, in the beginning.
Just research.
Sit down together.
And read Bible.
On video yet, you know.
And when it started, it was 4 of us. It was me and this brother and 2 other brothers. I don't know. One of them, I don't know, man. I don't know what happened to you guys. But one of them follows me on Facebook. And the other one, when I see him, I'm like disappointed in him. You know? Because they didn't want to be led. They didn't want to be led. But here's the thing.
They didn't have the heart, you know.
I didn't say, oh, I'm a leader. No. The thing is, and I was thinking about this the other day, I was like, why'd you pick me? Well, when I think about it, I'm like Peter, man. I'm quick to fucking jump in your motherfucking face. You know? Thank you, Bert. And I'm quick to fucking get violent. And I'm quick to be offended. Why? Because I hate the devil.
Yeah, it's something that's not right. It's the wrong way. So you gotta jump on it, you know?
And you will see how powerful I can be. You don't attack me to find out how powerful I am. You attack these brothers. And don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Like I'm saying, attack someone I love. And you'll find out. You'll find out. You know? That the word dragon can mean intelligence, hyper intelligence, superior intelligence. And that's why the devil is like that, because his intelligence is superior to all you fucking dummies. That's why it's so hard for you people to understand that GMS got the truth.
Right? Yeah. So I wouldn't know people I don't believe, you know.
You know, that's crazy.
Can I get this? It's on Google. And what is the mark of the beast? The mark of the beast comes from the Bible, book of Revelation, and symbolizes allegiance to evil and anti-God powers, often linked to the Antichrist.
Mm.
So we know there's more than one Antichrist, but the biggest Antichrist is Esau.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the devil,
Yeah,
the devil himself.
The motherfucker you got on your walls and shit.
And he's always trying to upgrade himself.
Yeah.
So he can get superior, so he can compete with God. But you can't box with God because your arms are too fucking short.
That's why he's the one that's bringing out this mark of the beast.
Esau's like Jake Paul, and Yahushua is like AJ.
Yeah,
you see that?
Joshua, yeah. And he said though that Jake Paul called Anthony a coward because he didn't follow the script.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what Esau was saying.
Yeah, he didn't follow the script, so he called him a coward. What? I thought
that doesn't make
a boxing. I thought it was a boxing fight. I thought you were supposed to fight.
That doesn't make no fucking sense.
We're supposed to show that fool Logan Paul saying that it was like all those fights that he had with Mike Tyson, with Floyd, though, all those shits were fake. Here you looking at this guy like if he was a but Anthony Joshua was like, nah, you know what? I'm gonna fuck this motherfucker up.
That's a good thing you said that, because it's a embarrassment ritual. It's a Baphomet embarrassment ritual. They call it a humiliation rite. Andrew Tate went through that shit. You don't fucking fool us, man. You don't fucking fool us. And why Jake Paul was so mad? Because he's a devil. Really? Yeah, people could say, oh, he could be Jake. He could be a Jake. No, he's fucking not. No, he's fucking not, because he's over here fighting about the fucking law he put down. You went against the script. Yep. I made that law. Yeah, that's basically what he was saying. And Anthony Joshua represents the prophets of GMS. Like, fuck you. He didn't even set up that punch.
No, yeah, when they knocked him, he didn't set it up. It was like he was sparring with dude.
He bullied him into that corner.
Yep. It was like he was sparring, just fucking with him, you know?
And if you ever been boxing or any competition of one-on-one sports, like this brother was in judo, you know that you're dancing, right? You're dancing. You're going against each other, even in movement. So if you're a real boxer, you know that you're trying to beat the other guy's movement. If you're in judo, you're trying to beat the other guy's movement. If you're in wrestling, you're trying to beat the other guy's movement. Karate, the same, every fucking combat sport, you're trying to beat the other motherfucker's movements. And you kind of want it. You want it. You ain't never gonna say, hey, you went against the script, nigga. That's fucking.
It's about timing and technique. You know?
That's like if you ever see those karate people that set themselves up to look good, they'll have their students and they'll do the technique, but then that technique doesn't work in real fighting. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna make a script to make it work. You're gonna choreograph it. You're gonna make the dance work.
See, and it goes to show too that Jake Paul was pretty much exposed to other fights that he was in that they were scripted. You had saying that stupid comment.
Remember what I said? Baphomet humiliation, right? Or humiliation, whatever. Ritual.
I'm gonna continue. So we know that the devil is bringing out the mark of the beast, and it says placed on the right hand or forehead. It's a mark that prevents economic participation, buying or selling for those who refuse it.
Damn.
Often associated with the number 666.
That's
a long time ago, when we were younger, we thought that people were going to have 666 written on their forehead, right? Yeah. And they were going to be walking around with 666. Yeah. That's what we thought, because we didn't have no understanding.
That's a perfectly good sense, because
it's like
because you understand little by little.
Yeah.
You're building the puzzle. It's like a 1,000-piece puzzle, one piece at a time. God damn it.
Yeah. But when we go into more studying, we go to Revelation 13 and 16.
I got it.
And read all the way to 18.
Revelation 13 and 16. and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 636. Hey.
666, right? So, when I go back to the article, it says the number 666, which represents humanity's imperfection and rebellion against the Most High. It says interpretations vary from literal implants, microchips, to symbolic allegiance, which is thoughts or actions, which is what what's his name, Sabat, Priest Sabat. He says that the mark of the beast is your the forehead is what you think, philosophy, He says the mark of the beast is philosophy.
Man, and he's pretty smart. He's pretty smart, but that sounds fucking ridiculous. Now I'm gonna show the brothers first, just so they can understand. Look at the date. That's the RFID. That's the mark of the beast. It's 6/15/2018. That's a long time ago. Now the brother was saying about the numbers, right? So in 1973, George H. Laurer, an employee of the Rothschilds' own IBM, invented the UPC Universal Product Code. At the time, this article states the UPC will be on every product. That's 2018, the year of prophecy. Now, every product in every store carries a UPC, which every barcode item bears the number 666.
That's the B system, 666, because keep going. It says, so it says, some think, some interpret it for microchips, other people are thoughts and actions. So it's only two things that it could be, either a microchip or philosophy, sleeping with white women. That's a philosophy.
That's fucking retarded.
So we know it's the microchip.
And if somebody tells you the mark of the beast is sleeping with white women,
how you gonna buy and sell with your mind?
Yeah, if you slept with a white woman, I can't buy no more. That makes no fucking sense.
That makes no sense. Because when it talks about that the world, right, the earth goes, right, and it talks about philosophy, there's people like in China, they have their own beliefs, right? They're Buddhists. Over there, you think them people that believe in Muslim though, they're gonna believe a philosophy when they're into what they're into though, religion-wise though. So how is it that this is a philosophy, but the thing about it though is these different parts of the world though, the people have their own religion and their own philosophy though, man.
And they're still gonna take that fucking shit.
You know what I'm saying though? So it has to be something that's universal though,
And this is the only book in the universe that said all motherfuckers are gonna take it and cause it. And who's he? The devil. Cause it all.
Yeah. So that's how we know that UPC is a 666, because that has the RFID, and you need to buy and sell with that. And then plus, the White House just came out with an article, and it says winning the 6G race.
Oh shit!
And with the 6G, it says the next generation of mobile communication networks will be foundational to the national security, foreign policy, and economic prosperity of the United States.
So you said foreign policy, right? There you go.
And the economic prosperity.
Now let's speak about the foreign policy. So that means that all people are gonna fucking have to adhere to that policy. And right now there's a little motherfucker called Netanyahu who thinks he's a fucking king of the world. And then there's another motherfucker called Donald Trump. It seems like a fucking cartoon episode.
It's a movie.
It's a fucking movie. Like the things they fucking do doesn't make any sense if you're just thinking like that. But if you read the Bible, everything falls in place, and oh shit,
You see the movie play
Mhm.
out. You know?
you're like, oh shit, I knew this was gonna happen. I knew it.
Yeah.
And then you get up and you're all excited, and then you have that realization, GMS was always right.
Yeah.
Also, like this. I was going to say, I got a definition of foreign policy that says it's a nation's comprehensive strategy for interacting with other countries, international organizations, and global actors to protect and advance its interests, values, security, and prosperity. It said through tools like trade,
Whoa.
defense, aid, and treaties.
Well, that is self-explanatory, but it's kind of not for some people.
That means the whole world has to get
Mhm.
the RFID, the microchip.
Yep.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
Because there was a word in there, and then that word means that everybody's going to get involved for policies, right?
Because it's a comprehensive strategy for interacting with other countries. What does that
Interacting.
mean?
They're not telling. They're interacting is not playing paper, rock, scissors. Interaction is,
Something though, you know?
can I borrow that phone and I'll give you $2?
Yeah, exactly.
That's an interaction.
Sending a signal to them, you know, just by sending a signal.
And how do you get my, and how can I, and then you'll say, how can I get my money? Well, I got a chip right here. Beep, and then just fucking, you, instead of giving each other high five, you guys are interacting. You guys are transferring funds.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you do when you go to the store? You interact with the
That's-
machine, with the register at the machine. That interaction with your card.
There's no way you could buy something without interacting with the RFID.
And now we got stores that you just, there's no people working there. Just stalkers at night. You go in there, get your shit, walk out. The machine scans the what? UPC code.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah.
And now you're getting charged for whatever the fuck you took. And it's okay, and it's so convenient. Right? That convenience makes your interaction much easier. And if you take a look at society now, people don't even fucking like talking to each other.
Oh, yeah, don't. Yeah.
This fucking lady, I was at the post office and she was going to the drop off a letter. And you know how older people are like different than younger people? And she was like, hey, young man, do you know if I could put this in there? She was just trying to make conversation. But I was like, of course, pal, you can fucking put it in there. Yeah, but you see how I didn't want to fucking talk to her? I'm sick of society. People are sick of society. What's going to make it easier? That little RFID chip.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because, you know, Americans are really impatient. They don't want to stand in line either, though, you know? The motherfuckers are just right there, just like waiting and waiting, though, you know? They don't like to wait, though. They can't wait more than 1 minute, though, man, in line. So what it's going to do is, it's beneficial for them to get that shit, though, because they're going to see these machines, though. They just grab the thing or scan it through, and that's it, man. They just go about the day. Whatever's convenient, though, man.
People don't use their brains. And now we got every fucking app on TV has a documentary on child abduction, sex trafficking, money laundering, drugs, like criminal activities, right? Interactions. And that's how this dude set himself up to be the god of this world. You know, first of all, Job 9:24 tells you that it was given to him. So he is allowed to do all these things.
It was given to
Let me read this real quick. Revelation 13 and 16 in the NLT. He required everyone, small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to be given a mark on the right hand or on the forehead.
Like it said, economic prosperity of the United States. And then it said this technology will play a pivotal role in the development and adoption of emerging technologies like artificial intelligence, robotics, and implantable technologies.
Yeah, because what are we dealing with right now? Everybody's phone, this tablet has an AI. It's either Gemini or Copilot,
you.
Google. They're AI. They're thinking for you.
And it just said that the 6G is going to be linked up with the implantable technology.
Now, how many times when we all noticed this, how many times have we as brothers, in the truth, we're all looking on our phone, and then you see something that you thought about. You're like, oh shit, I wanted to get that. Well, how the fuck did your phone know that?
Yeah. Because even when a YouTuber, when you watch a video,
Mhm.
they'll recommend you these other videos that are similar to the ones you watch.
It's called an algorithm.
Yeah, there you go. That's what it's called.
So here I am looking on my phone, thinking about, and I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna be a man right now. I'm gonna be a man, thinking about white chicks. So I must be going to hell. And then guess what? I get a fucking invitation to be a friend from a white chick. And it's not a good thing, because let's say, how the fuck does she know? It's an AI thing. They're just trying to take your money. And the big thing right now is a cyber wife.
Yeah, it's crazy though. Yeah.
A fucking doll, a robot doll with sexual parts. I can't even continue what I'm going to say, man.
But they already got those over
They
there.
already got those, yeah.
Over there, but then, I mean, they're probably here too. They're probably in boxes though right now.
Yeah,
You know?
they do. And yeah, so here's another disgusting thing. They had sex dolls for pedophiles of infants and children with sexual parts. And they say, oh, it's for treatment.
Fuck out of here.
You can't treat somebody's condition by allowing them to do the things that make that condition.
Yeah, it's like someone that's a drug addict, right? Like, you know, I'm rather just supposed to get him with drugs, because if not, he's gonna get it somewhere else. Might as well get him from me.
Mhm.
You giving them drugs.
Like if if a crackhead stops smoking crack and starts drinking beer, he just fucking, sure, he downgraded, but he really didn't change anything.
His habit, but I mean, it's the same habit, but a different substance, though, you know.
And what I'm trying to say is, you can't change that behavior. Yeah. What you're doing is making it worse. And anybody, any creature on the planet Earth, I'm sorry to say this, is going to get tired of doing the same thing over and over. So that pedophile is going to be like, man, this is just a doll. I need the real thing.
Yeah, exactly. That's why with that guy, Jeffrey Dahmer, he was able to get away with murders because the cops made it easy for him. So he just continued and continued. So, you know what I'm saying, though? There's the clues. The Jake woman kept telling them, hey, this motherfucker, I heard screaming. I heard power tools. I heard there's a smell. And they still wouldn't fuck with the dude, right? And they wouldn't go into his apartment, right? And then, like I said, he said it himself. Jeffrey Dahmer said the reason why he kept killing was because it was easy for him to do so. Yeah, exactly. So all the predators will do things that are easy. So I'm gonna give you some advice, and I remember I tell you guys, be dangerous. You have little kids. You're out in public. It's okay to yell at your wife, especially in public. It's okay to yell at your kids, especially in public. It's okay to look at other men and give them the fucking eye. Why? Because there's pedophiles and predators watching you, and you don't see them. They're looking for the weak father figure or no father figure. And that's the disgusting thing to know. Because every time you look on the TV, there's a documentary about this and that. And there was a documentary about an island called Fox Island. And it was back in the 60s, and all these white men were fucking going up to kids that didn't have strong father figures, boys, and making them do sexual acts. And now they're grown men, and now they can't deal with it. And documentary of that Nickelodeon, because it came out on HBO. Remember that guy, what's his name? Drake Bell? Their parents got divorced, right? But his dad told his mom, I don't want Drake to be around that dude. And it was the same dude that, you know, did the shit to him. But before, you know, that the dad told the mom, I don't trust this motherfucker right here. You know, I told his mom that. I don't want Drake to be around dude. The mom, what she do? She don't listen. And what happens to Drake? He's scarred for life now. You know? So it goes to show. So if the father was still in the household, he would have been like, hey, son, you're not going to go over there. You know? Fuck that. That motherfucker gives me the... No. But you see, the woman, because what would that guy, that pedophile will do, though? Go buy him tickets to go to fucking Disneyland. He'll be like, oh, I'll pick him up.
Take him away.
Yeah, like be the nice guy, so-called nice guy, whatever the case be. And look what happened to Drake. You know? So you women are easy to fucking manipulate, man.
Yeah, let's give you a list of things not to do. If they're having a sleepover, no, you ain't fucking going.
Nope.
Somebody invites you to go do something, confront that motherfucker. Someone comes over to talk to your kids, you step outside and get rough. You know what? I'm gonna make it so easy for you. You know what the number one thing pedophiles look at is a manipulating father figure or mother figure. All right, and this is how you do it. Um, if I look at you, and I'm pretending to be a predator, right? If I look at you and you got flip flops on
And a man bun.
and a man bun, I'm doing whatever the fuck I want. But if I look at you and you're wearing fucking combat boots, like look at me. I'm wearing boots. I am not looking nice. You ain't gonna look at me for a second time because I'm gonna tell you what the fuck you looking at. You know? And now I got two big sons, and I protected them, and I protected my daughter. Now guess what? Now there's gonna be three of us getting up in your fucking face. You know?
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. Yeah.
So here's the thing, like, and it's so easy to spot. Like they'll be creeping, like there'll be somebody on their phone, pretending to record the scenario, right? But they're really looking for kids.
Yeah, fucking eat 'em like you
Mhm.
shit,
And then there's these people on YouTube that go to catch predators. Well, those people were sexually abused, and I'm not telling anybody's business. Okay, you said it yourself.
By
Yeah,
doing that,
you doing that. There's a bunch of fucking influencers that were sexually abused, right? Everything's fucking disgusting in this world. So what's happening is when this chip gets, and it's coming, when this chip gets mandatory and you take it, that means that you agree with all the things that this wicked devil does. And if you don't believe it, this started in Rome. You remember that emperor that kidnapped that one boy and castrated him? Forced him to be his wife. And by the sword you shall rule the world, right? That's crazy.
And this fucking island though, the Epsilon, right? They got all that shit going on over there, right?
Mhm.
Here you are, you have all this money though, right? And you still need to have an island to take these kids to, man. You know what I'm saying? No, it's like you have the money and power, right? But you still need an island for yourself though to do all your nasty shit. You know what I mean? It's like, man, like how low are you, mother? You guys are low, man. Because you guys are nasty though. Here is you have enough money to buy, all kinds of shit though, man. But you still had to have this island though to do all your nasty shit, man. Go to show, man. You motherfuckers are wicked, man.
And disgusting.
And Jake could be, man. Jake could have a hole on his shirt, man, and he'll still pull a bitch up, man.
That's for real, man.
You don't need no fucking money or power, man. But imagine if these people right here, have at least some little money, have some little, we pull all kinds of shit.
And that's the thing. It's called the envy. You're so wicked. You're trying to destroy everybody just to get at us.
yeah.
That's fucking foul, man. That's foul.
That's that spirit of I can have it, you can't have it.
That's exactly what it is, man. But with Jake, we're so fucking cool. We're happy and we don't even know the person. When I see another Jake win, I'm happy. Like if I'll look at this black dude and he's got three fat, ugly bitches, but they're taking care of him, that's a fucking win. Hooray for that, dude.
Yeah, that guy's happy though,
But Edomites will see that. You ain't got no reason to be mad. Why are you mad?
Why you mad though? Yeah.
Because of the perpetual hate you have for your brother Jake. Damn. You just hate us.
Read that Revelation 13 and 18 again.
Revelation 13 and 18. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 636.
So number 6, it's linked up with the implantable micro RFID chip, because when you go to definition for 6, I'm gonna click on it. number 6, which is stigma.
Mm-hmm.
Stigma. But then I'm gonna click on the root word, which is stigma.
There's a movie called
Stigmata. Yeah.
Yep, I remember
Stigmata.
that.
Which it says a mark, incised or punched,
Carving.
for recognition of ownership, a
Like,
scar of service, or a mark. And then it says a mark pricked in or branded upon the body.
and then if you go even deeper, you start to understand that that's talking about something being put inside, like piercing your skin.
So that's how everybody's gonna walk around with 666 on them. You know,
Mm-hmm.
if they get that.
Some people already do. I heard Switzerland is already up in.
Sweden, right?
Mhm.
Switzerland, they already got it though. They're opening up their houses with that shit though, you know?
Yeah.
And their doors to their cars though, you know?
Who the fuck would trust that thing, right?
It also says to ancient Oriental usage, slaves and soldiers bore the name or the stamp of their master or commander, branded or pricked, cut into their bodies to indicate what master
Allegiance.
or general they belong to.
Yeah.
There
You
go.
belong to Satan,
You know?
and we belong to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That's why. You know what? And I thought about it. That's why everybody hates us. Doesn't matter if you even say anything. They could just look at you and be like, for some fucking reason, I hate that person.
And it even says, and there were even some devotees who stamped themselves in this way with the token of their gods.
Damn.
There you go.
So that number 6 means to cut, to cut you open.
Yeah, and that's the medical field.
It's through the needle. It's talking about the needle.
Yeah.
Because the mark means charagma.
And remember,
Because it says thing, carved, sculpture, graven work. You know? So a thing carved. You know?
Yep.
Stamp, imprinting mark. What the hell is an imprinting mark?
Yep.
You know? Stamp.
and who was the first one to get a mark? Cain.
So how you gonna break down if it's a thought? How's he gonna cut you? You know?
That must be a strong motherfucker.
Cut your mind.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
fucking
I get it.
retarded.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's because you're just freestyling.
Yeah. Just winging it. In other words, winging it.
Wingman. That's what they call you.
Yeah, because you know, like the palisades, I believe palisades though. It's like
Palisade. Yeah, it's a thing that goes in.
Yeah, it goes in, right?
Mhm.
Because there's a because they even call, I believe they call the fences that because they got the sharp on top though. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
That's literally a palisade right here. This telephone pole because it goes in.
So it's something to do with sharp on top, though. Something that's sharp. Though, that's pretty much what it means, though. You know. So it's like how what's gonna be sharp? Your mind, though. You know what I'm saying, though. So if you got this mark, though, you're sharp in the mind or something, though. I thought if you get it, it's philosophy. You know, you're going off. Doesn't fucking make
It doesn't
sense.
make
Though.
sense.
Yeah.
But then, in order for it to make sense, you either have to study or agree. And if you agree, it doesn't really make sense, does it? Because you're fucking tired of looking around, searching, and I got a precept. Revelation 13:13. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. And what they use for target accuracy is a laser, right? But how do they do that? It has to get marked.
Yeah, because with the I believe now the technology, the headstone, so I believe they use laser now. Before it would be the guy with the and then the thing is when they back then when they used to create those tombstones, right? The head tombstones, they had the thing that looked
engraver,
like,
right?
Yeah, and they had the hammer, like back in the day. But now, but yeah, like the back now they have, I believe it's like a laser. Yeah, because the lasers, the ones that now you look at the headstones, you can see the person that died, their face, the year they died.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all laser though. That's all like
Engraven.
picture, though. Yeah,
Engraven images.
yeah. So
because that laser is concentrated fire. You know,
Damn.
it's mounting that stone. You know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and it's going in.
Yeah, that's what they do with the headstone. Yeah.
And that's how this guy is preparing his weapons. It doesn't seem like it's doing bad, but he's like, if you're cutting into earth with the laser, that could be also used to cut things down, right? I don't believe for 1 second that you're trying to be nice, like you're trying to be a humanitarian.
They even use lasers for your eyes. You know.
Oh shit!
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right. Yeah, yeah. When you have,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah. You can't see.
and yeah,
To like cut something out or something. You know.
and if you go to the doctor,
Yeah.
what is the first thing they try to do? They'll try to get you to do surgery.
Yep.
I said my knee and hip hurts. Well, surgery is an option. And I look at them and I'm like,
It's like these motherfuckers just want to cut you.
it's like you don't even fucking set me up.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? Like they just want to cut
You
you.
didn't even you didn't even make it sound cool. But here I am, like, no, that's fucking wicked. I know I can heal without surgery, and plus surgery makes it worse.
It's like a plan though. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
it's good for another 5 years, and you have to come back and get another surgery.
Ooh,
You know
what
what
the
I'm
fuck does that?
How's that better?
That's not making it sound good.
Yeah. They'll be like, yeah, yeah. You probably did surgery. It's so bad like that. Another 5 to 10 years. Who the fuck is gonna hear that? Like, motherfucker, that one time you want to do it and that's it. You want to be over with, right? At least that one time, right? But then they go back again another 5 to 10 years. Who wants to go do that? Anybody want to do that shit?
And then they'll have something like a transplant.
Oh yeah.
They'll be like, oh man, your heart is fucked up.
Yeah.
You need a new one, or you could die in 5 years. Scaring you, not even fucking trying to help you.
Yeah, that's why when I was working at the job, though, a lot of those patients though are waiting for a
Transplant.
kidney stone. Yeah, yeah, kidney stone. Where they're on the list though.
That's not even their fucking blood or their. It's not for you, man. You use your fucking kidney.
Yeah. And the thing is though, it's like they're waiting. They're on a so-called list, right? And they're just waiting though. Some motherfuckers been waiting for 5 to 10 years though on that so-called list, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about it though is, it's like they have their hope into one day getting that transplant, as Bro said, and not going nowhere to dialysis because they got to go 3 times out of the week though, you know. But the thing about it though is, you know, there's a certain plant though that someone in Mexico was using. It's the ones that I shot. Remember I shot you though? You make the tea though. They turn the color.
Mm-hmm.
Someone in Mexico used that one, and they got cured. They got healed. They didn't have to go to the dialysis no more, and they just drank that tea every day. And what happened? It changed the blood though, where they didn't have to go to no more do that shit no more. But over here, because that person went back to Mexico. But over here, they're telling them, oh yeah, you need the dialysis and all that. He went back to Mexico to get the herbs. He used the one that I give this brother though, and every day, and he got better though. So he's like, fuck that, you know. He felt better though. He didn't need dialysis in general.
The United States is the only place where the medicine is invasive. Like we gotta send you to get blood drawn.
Yep.
Well, that goes with this. Get Revelation 3 and 10 because that's what America tries to do. Is it tries to give you things and sell you things that's not good for you. You know.
All right, Revelation 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
That's what's happening. Is that's what causes the hour of temptation, which is the devil. He's coming out with that chip and he's tempting you with it. You know.
Mm-hmm. An hour is a long time too.
And then see within our people described right here, the only reason why they're over here because they get the free medical and everything.
Free
medical. In Mexico, they got to pay for everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
So right here, they're here for a specific reason because the things are free, the pills and dialysis. Because over there in Mexico, they would have to pay for dialysis. You know what I'm saying? And that's expensive because it's expensive with the medicines out there. So they stay here though. And so imagine though, the person that's in dialysis, right, been going for 5 years though, and they say, hey, well, now you need this MOTV in order to continue, which they are going to though. And they're gonna be like, so you got the pill, did you take it or not? What do you think those patients are gonna do though?
They've been suffering so long, they're gonna take it.
They're gonna take it. They don't want to suffer no more. So it's just simple, man. You know, it's simple. And the thing is, though, is if it was a so-called philosophy, though, why, like like in Syria, there's people there trying to Christianity, trying to take Christianity, though, and the people right there are fighting against that. So there's a whole war going on out there right now. So if there was Christianity, so why are there still wars, though? You know, people ain't taking that Christianity, though, man. People are trying to spread that so-called word, though, but people ain't having it, though, man. So people are dying.
Yeah, I got a precept. This is Hebrews 12:5. And ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked to him. So you could be fucking sick, like I am, or like most of us are, dying. But that's really fucked up, isn't it? Because that's what Yahweh Shem Yahushai wants you to go through. Right here you got patience. Oh man, I can't stand the pain. Do whatever it takes. Whatever, okay, we're gonna cut you up, take out all your bad parts, put in new good parts. Now basically you're not a fucking human anymore. You stop being yourself once you take fucking anything out and put something else in.
You're not natural anymore.
That's exactly what you're not. So, you know, here we are being punished, but I'm gonna read this in the NLT. And have you forgotten the encouraging words God spake to you as his children? He said, my child, don't make light of the Lord's discipline and don't give up when he corrects you. So what's the correction? Well, let's look at that dog, man. That dog he was standing there looking at us, but he was actually looking at Yahushua because he's here when 3 or more are in his name. That's where he's at. But like I was saying, when he corrects you, it's not a good thing. It's because my stomach hurts. So how is he correcting me? I have to go through cleansing my blood, right? And how did I do that? Fasting. I have to fast a lot. That's not a fucking fun thing, you know? And then once you fast, you eat right. That limits my diet. I can't eat the things that made me feel, oh, this is delicious. You know? I cook my own food now. So that takes up more time. But that's good. Because now you're involved in healing yourself. You're cooking your food like you're making your medicine. You're reading your Bible to correct yourself. You're doing good, man. Just imagine being hurt, like the brother said when that dude careened into the fucking canal. Imagine his last moments.
Young kid too.
What was he? You know who he was talking to? He was talking to God. Jesus, sweet Jesus. But I learned that even though you use that name could be legit if you believe in it. But you know that who it belongs to. It belongs to Yahushua. But that's not what his name is. So what do you think he was going through? Imagine yourself crashing. Your seatbelt tightens up. Your first instinct is to try to get out, but you're stuck.
Just literally dying, you know? Literally trapped, though.
And then
way to die, you know?
You can't breathe. You're trapped. You can't breathe. That's a horrible way to die. But who did that to you? You know? God did that to you.
Exactly. So people don't, you know, it'd be hard for them to believe that God did that, you know?
God's all love.
It's easy to blame, oh, it was dark that night. He didn't, it's always dangerous there. The things around is easier to blame, though, you know? Car probably brakes weren't good. It's easy to blame all that, though. But when it comes to realization, which is the truth, though, it came from, you know, it was judgment, though, man. You know what I'm saying? It was judgment, though. You know? The other Sandra's brother, the teacher from here on, my brother-in-law is like one of his best friend though.
That fool's
He's a
gone.
grown ass man though. He's like my age though. He's a grown ass man, and he's like just went missing though. They found his car by the canal, and it was just like, okay, he was in Ramona, he took it to the palace,
Mhm.
and then next to the ensemble, and his car is by the canal. So it's like, what the fuck, right? A grown ass man though, like, how this guy just went missing? Fucking fell in there, or we don't fucking know. Someone that some fucking wicked niggas were at part of the canal kidnapped him or some shit, because the family was saying it's unknown for him not to come home. You know what I'm saying? So something bad happened though. You know what I'm saying? No, but the thing about it though is they don't want to accept it, they don't, and the thing about it though is they don't have closure though. You know what I'm saying? Because now the family are just now more of wanting closure. Okay, because what happened? Where's his body at now? It was like not too long ago either. There was a woman. I don't know if you've ever seen that. She was from Kalinga, and she would drive to I think it was Tascadero, and she was carpool, I guess, over there, right? But she originally lived in Kalinga, and then she went missing, right? And they didn't find her body until like a month by those hills. Going to King City though, they found a body there. They're already like searching for her body and everything, and then it happened to be her boyfriend and her ex-boyfriend with her and her brother that killed her. So it took like a month afterwards. So you know what I'm saying though, because like I said, the first week she's missing. The second week they still kind of had hope, but by the third or fourth week though, it's like now it's looking for her body though. You know what I'm saying? So it's already to that point with that teacher though. It's like now you're just looking for a body now, and the family wants closure though.
And the bad news about it is there's a black market for body parts, kidneys, livers, hearts, vital organs is what they call them. And I bet you that that dude, that doctor, fucking teacher, he didn't have anybody to keep him in check. Like, what was his homies telling him? I would have told my homie, what the fuck are you going out there with people you don't fucking know? But we grew up different. I know for a fact I ain't fucking partying with no motherfucking body. I ain't drinking with you if I don't fucking know you. Plus, I don't drink no more. I'm not eating with you if I don't fucking know you. You could put poison in my food. And it's not because I'm smart. It's because that shit happened to some of my family. You learn a lesson. So just imagine, fuck.
Being in that spirit of to do what does the scripture say? To do multitude foolish with the multitude.
Multitude of folly.
Yeah. Why though, man? Why? To satisfy their satisfaction of being in the world though, so you can be that guy. Because we live in a time of generation though. It's like everybody wants to be that guy though. Everyone wants to be that guy though. You know what I'm saying though? But why? Why be that guy though? When motherfucker something happened to you because you were that guy, by next year people will forget about you. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about it though. You want to be always that guy. The guy that always goes either drinking, partying, gang banging, doing all this stupid shit, right? You always want to be that guy though. But then like that, dude, boom. You'll just
I got a precept. Hebrews 12:3 in the NLT. Think of all the hostility he endured from sinful people. Then you won't become weary and give up. So Yahushua went through all that. And why can't you think, okay, this doesn't make sense. If the Lord loves everybody, how come nobody loved him?
Yeah, he was going through his tribulation, bro.
Right? Nobody helped him when he was in trouble. So nobody's going to help you when you're in trouble. I got another one. Hebrews 12:6. For the Lord disciplines those he loves, and he punishes each one he accepts as his child. So for us, yeah, you're going to lose your job. Yeah, you're going to lose your woman. You're going to lose fucking more than you win. But he doesn't want you to lose that fucking touch, right? He doesn't want you to lose that, okay, I was not nice. I better fucking stay in line.
Yeah, you end up like that kid.
Now, going back to dying, that's really terrible, right? People will say, oh, he died before his time. Maybe to you. But the thing is, the Lord already had enough of his bullshit.
Yeah, like what was he? Like who was he? You know, all you hear is he's a 21-year-old man or 22-year-old man, and then that's it. But what was that man doing before he died? Motherfuckers don't ever think about that.
And they'll have a visual for him. They'll have candles and all that shit. And they'll say good things about him.
But there's more bad things to what he did than good things.
Because there's an investigation going on. That teacher was probably doing some bad shit.
Yeah, cause just to go out like that, you know, it's weird though. Well, not weird, but you know,
it is weird.
You know, so
it is strange.
Why, you know,
why?
You know, a man, grown ass man though, 30s though, you know, how did he disappear? I understand if it was a child that was missing though, you know, but a grown ass man though, like that.
Yeah, and think about how. Like how? Well, what was he doing? What was he doing in Narmona? He's from Huron. Right? He was probably partying with bitches that he shouldn't be partying with.
Exactly though. And it was well, before I come to the truth though, the only person that I would hang out with, like, you know, out of town was this brother. This is the only brother I trusted though, you know? That, you know, that would go to your house though, you know, we go out do things. But this is the only brother like that I trusted though, because all of my so-called homies, whatever kids be friends were in Kalinga, but I wouldn't like I didn't like doing that either, you know? How am I going with different people from different towns? I didn't like that shit, you know? But the only person that I would though, just with this brother though, you know? You know, I just it was something in the spirit that I trusted his brother, you know? Like so he'll know, you know? So like it was just like that, man. And it's addicted to the spirit though, we're here, you know? But it goes to show what the brother said, man, you don't want to be partying with different motherfucking people that you don't know. What is there, you know, like what are you doing here, you know?
I'm suspicious of every fucking body. I got another one. Hebrews 12:7. As you endure this divine discipline, remember that God is treating you as his own children. Who ever heard of a child who was never disciplined by his father? Damn. So if you die, you got disciplined. He had enough of your fucking foolish behavior.
I got a preach.
Go for it.
2 Corinthians 4:17, it says, For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. Yeah, we're suffering now, but it's temporal, you know. But there's a light in the end of the tunnel for this, though.
Yes, sir.
You know, because the thing about it though is, yeah, we suffering and everything for this though, but I'd rather suffer righteously than to get judged though, man. You know, with like, you know, like that though, you know, like I said though, like we don't know what our, you know, how we, you know, if we can make it or not though, but at the same time, it's like you hear about these, you know, Jakes that how they're dying though, like back in April, I knew this Jake though, like his body was literally cut in half.
That wire?
Yeah, there's one of those ones right there, the yellow one right there. He was starting dirt bike, going fast, and he went through that shit, man. He cut his fucking shit, you know. You know? And that's the thing about it though, man. And you know, like that was a horrible well, they want to say an accident, but it was the way he died though, right? So that's the thing about it though. So it was like if you want to suffer, at least suffer righteously though, you know? You know what I'm saying though? And the Lord will have quite mercy on you if you were to pass away, you pass away in your sleep or something, you know?
That's
you don't have to, like that guy from Goodfellas, Ray Liotta. So I think back in 2022 he died though, but he said he died in his sleep.
That's peace.
He died in peace though.
I got Hebrews 12:8. If Yahweh doesn't discipline you as he does all of his children, it means that you are illegitimate and are not really his children at all. So man, I'm kind of glad I get punished. I don't want to say punished, but that's what it is. And it's not like a bad punishment. Maybe I know he is. He's keeping me from danger. He doesn't want me to go that way. He doesn't want me to do those fucking things. You keep on fucking doing what you're doing, Kawak. You're okay. You're okay, buddy. And then I suffer and I suffer and I get to the point where like, why am I suffering so much? And then he throws me a bone. Hell, motherfucking yeah, that makes my suffering bearable.
Appreciate though.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? Appreciate, because the thing is, like I said, I was like, the only thing I'm worried about is to make it enough. I got to make it out here in camp. And I did a video yesterday, right, about, you know, how Consular made already orders saying GMS. Get with GMS. There's no GMS associated and things like that, right? So I just say like, it sucks because when it's like, because there's no GMS near us though, you know?
Yeah.
There's no GMS near us. We can't like.
We can't go to the south. We can't go to the north.
Because it's like 3 hours late.
4 hours.
Yeah, 4 hours. That's why it's in the video, 3 to 4 hours. So it's like, how are we supposed to just one time out of the week though? You don't have the gas, but you know, we don't got the funds. I don't got the funds for it though. I'm sure you got enough to make it out here with these brothers though, man.
Hey, he means Apostle Zahar means well.
Yeah.
He means
that's
well.
What I said.
Well, we're
Right?
good.
Yeah.
We're good. You know how I know we're good? Because I've been fucking suffering like a long time. This brother's been suffering. This brother's been suffering. I don't got a fucking job.
But same boat too. Since August, bro. Like 4 or 5 months though.
And now I only got one car. Things happen to me, and I'm like, I flip a lid and I lose my control. But I know for a fact, this is what's cracking. Hebrews 13:9. Since we respected our earthly fathers who disciplined us, shouldn't we submit even more to the discipline of the Father of our spirits and live forever? Damn, look at that.
That's the weight of glory, though.
Those little dogs remind me of us. We're chasing after the word.
Yeah. So there's a glory of waiting though, you know?
Yeah, so I appreciate the lessons. You know, that's fucking insane how much suffering I'm doing, but that's okay because I know for a fact that the more I suffer, the more he appreciates me. And I know what Satan's like, why don't you do this to him? He'll fucking curse you out. Because we're all Jobs, right? I know he's gonna do this if you do this. Bullshit, Satan.
Yeah, the elder Dallas though said like, imagine Job, you know, he had all this and it got taken away. What he went through, and you know, like us, and this time though, we don't got the like suffer though like that, you know. But he did suffer. We're all like his brother said, we're all Job though. But when he suffered like that. So imagine these fallouts nowadays, all right? They're in the camp though, and they fall out though. It's like, what do you suffer like that? Fucking joke, right? The guy. A fucking joke saying that he needed to take 3-4 months because he had to take a test for a job or some shit. It's like, what the fuck? What do you mean though? You're gonna take 3-4 months though because you gotta take a test for a fucking job that you want. And it's like, if that's what I said yesterday in the video. I was like, if I gotta go get a job where I'm 3 months out of I'm not gonna take that job. I'm gonna go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying though? So it's like, that guy cannot lose that job though. Imagine him losing his kids, his wife. You know, definitely he'll fall out the truth though, like that. But here's this guy. He needs time off though for a fucking job, man.
Hey.
I mean, here's this brother who lose jobs, man.
Hey.
And, you know? Come on now. I had a fucking.
You had a good job, man.
Yeah.
Well, I had a good job
before too. Remember, it was that mandatory snake juice, and I was like, I ain't taking that shit. And I just pretty started working at that job too. 3-4 years. And I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna take that shit. They're like, what's mandatory? Well, okay, well, I'm mandatorily fucking bouncing it. Like,
but it wasn't mandatory.
Exactly though. But it was fine though, you know. I still went, got through it though, man. But that's the thing about it though. So here's this fucking joke that can't be like, nah, fuck this job, man. Because I want to still do the work though. That's gonna take that over a fucking job, man. So if you were to lose your kids and substance, all that though, you'll definitely fall out, man. You don't have integrity, nigga.
And I got preaching for you. Hebrews 12:11. No discipline is enjoyable while it is happening. It's painful. But afterward, there will be peaceful harvest of right living for those who are trained in his way.
Get used to it, you know?
Damn, man, that makes you wanna be careful. Like, damn.
Yeah.
You know, let your you know what? People say, oh, you guys are too emotional. There's a difference between emotion and feeling. Okay, emotion is something that you think. A feeling is something unexplainable. Like you see a bum on the street and he's doing bad, and he's like, and you know he's doing bad, and he asks you for a little bit of something. Can you give me anything? Well, how do you feel inside? Bad, right? Damn, man. Yeah, I'll hook you up with something. But then you see that bum that's always sitting in the same fucking corner. He's not a real bum. He's a fucking employee. He's working. That other guy, he's suffering. Right? So there's a difference. No discipline is enjoyable while it is happening. Fucking sucks, right? It's painful. But afterward, there will be peace.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That there's light in the end of the tunnel. Yeah, like when I read earlier, this for a light affliction, for affliction, for a light time though. But you know what I'm saying though? So be it, man.
Just for a little bit.
Just for a little bit, you know. We got the guy that he always asks for substance though, you know, and we haven't surprised. I haven't surprised when he seen him today. We haven't seen him though. But when I got something, I'll give him something, you know.
Yeah.
I just don't. These past months though, I can't give him anything. I don't have nothing.
Yeah.
You know?
We don't have nothing, and that's okay, because it's just for a season. It's just for a season. Okay, but we're trying to share in that holiness, right? People will look at you and think, man, how do you fucking suffer so much? How do you not lose your cool? I don't fucking know. I don't know how I do it.
Crashing out yet.
But there's things that you can do to help prevent those crash outs. Like lifting weights. Running. You know what? You know what really works for me? Is that what's it called? Heavy intense interval training that hit. So I do the steps, like the side steps, like the football training. The side steps, the in and out, and it's all for wrestling, right? And it's the middle of the night and people are looking at me and I'm doing all these fucking things. I'm relieving my stress, man, because you don't know how fucking close I am to losing it.
Yeah, you gotta put the energy into something.
You gotta put that energy into something. And then reading the Bible is a good place to put it. Look how much knowledge is in here.
Yeah, because when you read the Bible again though, like him in the truth though, but then you read it again though, it's like you understand more, you know? Reading, you understand more, like, oh man, it makes sense though, you know?
I remember the first time I read about the beast coming out of the sea, I was like, is that a fucking dragon?
Yeah.
Like, and then it explains it to you. And then the more you learn, the more you grow, right? That's how you know any one of us will be like, okay, today, when we don't say this, we don't talk to each other like this. Okay, today I'm the speaker. Don't interrupt me with your little breakdowns. Like, we love that. It's not you breaking it down. It's the Spirit getting into you. We expect that from, and that's what the thing about GMS is. If we read a scripture and you ain't excited, what are you doing here? Sometimes I read scriptures and I look at you guys and I'm like, yeah. And then it happens. Everybody jumps, and then I stay quiet, or someone jumps and you stay. It's called the Spirit. That's the thing. So yeah, we're over here. We're tired, but the Lord's giving us strength.
And you got the strength to do so, you can do it, man. These brothers that, you know, they're in wheelchairs, man, there's brothers that, you know, are like really suffering though, you know, like that though, but they still make camp, they still put up the videos and things like that though. So it's like no excuse though, you know? Because I see that too. For me, it's no excuse though. I'm not even working though, so I have at least time though, you know? So, you know, my kids are small though, they need a lot of attention though, but I still make time though, you know? So it's regardless, still do it though, you know? No excuse though, you know?
Yeah, just remember, however your kids make you feel, that's how your Howell feels about us. Like, I gotta watch out for this guy because he's fucking crazy. If somebody challenges him to a fight, I know he's gonna fight. He's fucking pissed off right now. That's how I want him. And then the angel will be like, Lord, you're pushing this guy too much. Michael will be like, you're pushing this guy too much. Look, he's about to break. Shut up, Michael. That's exactly what I fucking want from him. I want to see what will make him break, so that he won't break when the hour of temptation comes. That's all it is. It's just a little training.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's how I see it too, though. You know, like,
Chasing the bitch. Every dog just chases a bitch. That's
And
that's life.
yeah, and that's how I see it. Not working right now. This camp right now. This camp though not work because when the MOTP comes about though, you're not gonna take that shit.
Nobody wants
So
to
you're gonna
take
be jobless though. What are you gonna do? So the way I see it in the situation in right now, with not having a job,
it. Just training.
It's training. Yeah.
You already have no job.
I have no fucking job. This is the job right here. But.
Mhm.
Whatever the case be, though, we understand we need something to do that. People move our heads. Like right now, usually my woman to just, work right now, hey, so be it,
That's what I'm doing.
Hey, I don't hate shit, you know what I mean? That she's in the same boat as me, though. That's all that matters, though. We're not looking for into, getting a lot of substance and things like that, though. But as long as she's rocked, because she knows my 2019 knows that I've been working these jobs and shit, and been taking care of them though. So she knows my potential when it comes to because she knows I work though. At the end of the day, she knows I work, but the situation right now, she understands it too though. So it's not like I'm just lazy though, It's like no, like she knows that I will work though.
And it's better for you to stay at home and take care of your kids. You don't want nobody else taking care of your kids.
Yeah.
It has to be like this right now.
Yeah. Because that's the thing about it though. That's why I ended up doing the job because I had no one to take care of the kids. Like I don't want no one besides the grandmas to pick them up though. I'm not gonna drop them off
If it's
to
a stranger.
daycare stranger, Like, oh, so I could keep this job though. Like, nah, fuck that, man. Like I'm gonna be the one doing all that shit though, man. You know what I'm saying though? So that's why we're led to where it led to though, You're this bitch though, sending me far away though, and not me be able to pick up my kids though, and have some babysitter. Like, what the fuck, man? Get the fuck out of here with that,
You see what's going on now? Separate. Let's separate the family.
Yeah.
Let's separate the family because the family is just, and the family is the most important thing. In Hebrew Israelite community, because without the family, there is no future.
There's nothing, no, yeah, there's nothing.
Who's Yahweh coming to save? Israelites, right? So just remember, no discipline is enjoyable while it is happening. It is painful, but afterward there will be a peaceful harvest of right living for those who are trained in this way.
Exactly. What is it? Trained in this way?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see? So you have to be desensitized into what's happening. You got to take that in, though, Because we are coming into even more dangerous, more crazier times than ever before, though,
Mm-hmm.
So if you can't handle what's going on with you right now, imagine in the future, though. Like, you know what I'm saying, though? So this is things that, at least the knowledge that we have to understand, is what about to come to pass, though, The fact that we have that knowledge, though, and you're going to come all of a sudden, though, like these other fucking people, they're going to come all of a sudden, though, they're going to, oh, what the hell? Like with that snake juice. People were all against it, though, but when it came down to, like, hey, you want to keep your job, you got to take that snake juice. They folded like fucking chairs, man. So it's like, see, I thought you had integrity, though. No, you guys don't, man. So especially when they take away hey, you gotta take this microchip though in order for you to buy things though, damn well they're gonna fold though. And then if like I won't take it though, but then they see the kids, oh man, I gotta take it because my kids are starving and they're hungry and this and that though. So they're gonna take it, they're gonna fold though, because these motherfuckers always they wanna fuck with you, man. They always go to the kids, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They don't want to get you. They want to get the kids in order to get you though. It's the same thing with the woman though. You get the kids first though. And then you're gonna fucking like for example, like we're just Christmas, right? Christmas just happened though. What's the excuse that the woman always tells the man?
It's for the kids.
It's for the kids. It's for the kids. And I love my kids though, so I guess I gotta do it for them. But no, nigga, like no. I always would do it for the kids. It's for the kids though.
So the lesson we're learning right now is it's very hard. So I'm gonna get the scripture first. It's Isaiah 4:1. In that day, so few men will be left that 7 women will fight for each man, saying, "Let us all marry you. We will provide our own food and clothing. Only let us take your name so we won't be mocked as old maids." And you know what? You're gonna have 6 or 7 bitches, and the only one that didn't take the chip is the one that's with you right now. But those other 6, they got the chip, and guess who's taking care of you? Guess who's taking care of your kids? That's fucked up, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's fucked up, isn't it? Who's doing all this? Just right here, Yahweh is doing it. It's not me. So we're just being trained, man. You better be a fucking man. That's what he's saying. And he's not saying, oh man, look what he did to his son. Shit. I can just see it right now. If I was up there and I complained about all the shit I'm going through, he would fucking smack me. He'd be like, Michael, go over there and beat this guy's ass. He doesn't know what the fuck's going on. And really, we don't.
Yeah.
We don't know. Like right now, I didn't know that all these women were gonna be with us, and I didn't know that the women were gonna. But it makes sense, right? If the woman fucked up, why are all these other women gonna be like, let's all marry him? Because you already know how to be poor, you know how to survive, you kept your cool, and
That's the main one.
mhm. Because who loses their cool? Women.
Yep.
And how do they lose it? They don't even like to acknowledge it. They will create some sort of fantasy and focus on that instead of the reality. Like a bitch will lose her job and she'll be like, this is too stressful. I gotta focus on something else. And she starts painting. Next thing you know, she's painting for 3 months, but all these bills are piled up.
Yeah.
She's just ignoring them.
Like yesterday, a woman wanted to get some Starbucks, right? So anyway, I took her and everything though. She got this eggnog flavored one, right? And she tasted it. She's like, ah, this is nasty. So I'm like, so why the fuck did you get it? Oh, it's because people on Facebook were saying that it was good, this and that. Why the fuck are you listening to people on Facebook? Like, get the shit you like though. I know it's because people are saying it, but see, now you just waste fucking money right there.
That's all of us.
So because that's the thing though. It's always when I always tell her, I always check her though, and I'll tell her like, oh, people, I heard, it's always I heard this and this. Okay, that's fine though. But who'd you hear it from? Do you know those fucking people? It was the thing that just yesterday. What happened? Oh, it's some people on Facebook saying that this drink is good. Yeah, but to their liking though. But here you are tasting that shit. You don't even fucking like it. I even tasted that shit. Tastes nasty.
What you gonna do when 7 other women like you? And they're and you don't understand what's gonna happen. These women, if you don't want to share this, man, they'll fucking kill you.
So you better get right,
And they're not, and they're gonna look fantastic.
Yeah. That's one thing though is when a woman knows the other woman looks better than her, she steps up. That's when she wants to step up her game and shit.
And that's how competition. And that's how these ladies are gonna learn their lesson. That's my woman too, man. She's always like doing shit that I don't like, and I'm always having to fucking tell her, why don't you do this way? And I could just tell her something. She's about to do it, and I'll tell her, don't do it this way, do it that way, and she'll do it however the fuck she wants. And I'll be like, why'd you do that?
Yeah.
You just messed everything up. Yeah. Well, I saw it on Facebook. Okay, now this is what's gonna happen to you. In that day, so few men will be left. And what does that mean? Okay, that men are getting away from being men. They don't want to take care of you. You see that person almost ran that? That's crazy. Why don't you just let him get out of the way?
Yeah, that's he has that whole road to around. But because he was in his way, right? He did that stupid shit. But
that's what's going to happen. These women are going to be like, oh my God. And women are smart in a conniving way. They're going to be looking at you. They're going to be like, okay, this girl doesn't treat him right. I'm going to step in and snatch him away. And the bad thing about it is that those women, the 7 women, they're going to be, well, right now they're whores. Right now you don't even look at them. They don't even look at you. But they're going to need you. And you're going to use them.
Exactly.
That's unfortunate. But the most important thing is your survival. Yeah. And I didn't fucking make this plan up. Like I said, we're just getting little bits of information from heaven, from Yahushua. That's fucked up, isn't it?
Yeah, then you fucking women get mad when a man gets a girl that's, 18 or 19 or 20, right? Because why the fuck would you want to get a woman that's in her 30s and got like 100 bodies and shit,
That's nasty.
You get 19, but you're a creep though, right? Fucking 40 something, you get a woman that's like 19 or 20 though. Oh, you're a creep though because of such and such, But it's like, why would I get one that's my age though, and got like different kids and shit? You know what I'm saying? And this doesn't make sense though, you know?
And women our age have a bad attitude.
Yeah,
100% of the time, they expect more. Yeah.
Yeah, like fuck it, like yeah. You think, come with, I want to claim you. You got 4 kids though, from different dads and shit though. But I got, it's not bad enough though. We gotta go through Jacob's trouble. Like you're gonna be a burden and your kids though. Like get the fuck out of here, you know?
It's not gonna be like we're not gonna take women with kids already.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying though? So you women, you better be at ease though. You're gonna be though, because it's gonna be you against the trouble that's coming though, and your 5 kids though, and no man.
Damn.
And you know, a man is not gonna look at you like, oh, ain't gonna be no Captain Save-A-Hose in that day.
They're gonna be Captain Saves themselves.
So yeah, because they like you're gonna be a problem for them, and plus your 5 kids though, it's bad enough that he can't find food for himself though, but he has to find food for himself, you, and your 5 kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's just stupid though, man.
And it's gonna be very, very, very bad because why is there gonna be so few men? Well, because most men have buns, paint their nails. They're like victims. They don't know how to survive. They don't know how to kill something. Like they'll be hungry and they'll be like eating grass. Oh, this will sustain. No, if I get hungry, I'm killing birds. I'm killing. If you have a cow, your cow's fucking dead. You're gonna come out here and tell me, hey man, where's my cow? You might get shot. It's not gonna be like we are right now. Everything's gonna change 100% dramatic in a dramatic fashion because right now, no fucking woman will share their man.
Oh no.
Something has to fucking happen real bad.
Yeah.
And
Real bad.
Yeah, and when society collapses, water's gonna be turned off. Do you know how to filtrate water? The gas services is gonna be off. Let it be winter. Do you know how to start a fire?
Right now, yeah.
Do you know how to cook outside?
Take cold showers.
Do you know how to plant vegetables at the right season, at the right time?
You know, man wants to get their hands dirty though, you know? So you motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. And the worst part about it is men are the fucking problem right now, right? You watch these videos and the bitches will be like, this man trying to open the door for me. How fucking ridiculous is that?
And then at the gym, they're saying that the men don't approach them no more and things like that. But when the men actually did look and approach them, they were fucking, oh, they're too, what's they call it?
You're too aggressive.
You're aggressive shit.
You're toxic. Your masculinity is toxic.
Yeah.
You're gonna want and crave something like that.
What should do, you know, deep down. They do shit, you know what I mean? And that's the thing about it though, you know? Because that's like, oh, you guys, they don't like the attention, but they do. Like I seen this skit, right, with this guy was just like, you know, one of those, you know, comedy skits, whatever. A woman was passing by, and the guy was like, "Hey, what's up? You know, you're beautiful, and let me have your number." The girl
these muscles and bodybuilders muscles, they will fatigue when you have to do this and hold it. They will fatigue. Guaranteed.
Okay, yeah.
When you're holding a gun, because your muscles aren't built for that.
True. Yeah. That's true.
Israelites are lean fighting machines, building everything.
The Issachar, yeah. Fucking Issachar is strong as fuck, man, you know? But because they work all the time, though.
Yeah,
Always working.
My dad's fucking 70. He's farming.
Still farming.
Still farming. And I tell him, well, how many... And it was my fault for not being smart. And I said, how much land are you farming? And he told me in Spanish. And I thought it was like 2 acres. But it turns out it's like fucking 20. He's doing a whole fucking bunch.
Damn, 20 acres, that's a lot, though.
And he has to harvest it. And I said, how much are you going to harvest? He said 60 tons.
60 times?
He's 70 years old.
And that's what's keeping him alive and keeping him going. That he's doing something, though, you know? Keeping him doing something, though.
He's always outside.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's always doing something, though. And being indoors and shit, just not doing shit, you know?
I remember my dad being like, if he gets hurt, he'd be like, still fucking working.
Yeah. It's a car,
He'd fucking cut himself and be like, still fucking working.
Yeah.
I remember him working on a car, cutting his fucking knuckles, and he didn't even fucking say nothing.
Just kept going, huh?
And I said, hey, you got some oil on your hand. Oh shit, that's fucking blood. Hey. Fucking cigarette, beer. Fuck it. That's a fucking tough man.
Yeah.
That's a tough dude. You know? And Yahweh Bashim Hawashai is very tough. You know?
Yeah. Just look how he looks right here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how he looks right here. He's coming like that, but like as in, not literal, but he's coming with that fierce. You know what I mean? He's coming with that fierceness, though. You know? He's gonna come in that fathership, though, and he's coming like, you know, to kill, man, to save, also to kill. You know, to save and to kill, though, man. So he ain't coming all nice and things like that with open arms, though, looking at Caucasian, though.
I don't understand why these people say he's all love. They don't read the Bible.
Yeah, they just people that don't read the Bible.
See, we hijacked this brother's lesson, but
Use of the Spirit.
he's the one that motivated us. His precepts motivated us to talk about whatever we're talking about. You know? And then we talk, and then more precepts keep being brought up that have to do with the subject of what we're talking about. Like Matthew 10 and 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword.
Destruction. Yeah, destruction, though. No, I was gonna say because the apostles had to sit down, right? And it was like 4 hours long, right? Four hours. But I remember the apostle Tahar was gonna shut it down, like I think almost at 2 hours though. He's like, oh, after that, shut it down, right? And nah, it still continued all the way to 4 hours though. So it's the same thing with the apostles. Like they talk about the subject though, and it leads to something else though. But it's all edifying throughout the whole camp, you know. And it's the same thing with any other brothers too. You know what I mean? We see other brothers though talk about a specific subject though and jump into another thing. But it always goes back to, you know, like what we're talking about though.
And the more we're out here, the better it is for all of you. Because everybody's slowing down. They're not looking at, oh, wait, no. They're looking at the garments. They're like, oh shit, we have those at home.
Like there's be some connection or something, you know?
There must be some connection.
Some connection, like, oh, they got ponchos. They want to say ponchos.
Hey, man, why are you wearing it?
Yeah,
This is what our ancestors wore. Really? Because that's what I wear. See what's going on?
Well, see, what are you from? Right, you know, point at the sign. What are you?
Me right there.
Oh, you know, I'm Mexican.
I remember the
tribe.
first thing when they were breaking down the tribes, I was like, where's Mexican? Where's the Mexican? And I was like, Issachar. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. That's a beautiful thing, you know?
Just imagine some white man getting promoted to be president of a company. That's how I felt.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Like, I'm one of these people? I'm one of God's people?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That's how it is, though, you know? You come into the truth till you find out. You're like, oh, damn, man, you know? Like, I'm one of these people right here. It's a beautiful thing, though, you know. And that's also prophecy, though, too. This is prophecy. We're literally living in prophecy, though. What's going on in the book of Ezekiel, the 37th chapter, though, you know. So it's not like we're making things up, though, and things like that. Because there's like, why couldn't these small hats or these Christians, why can't they break down each tribe though down? They can't. They can't.
don't want to.
Yeah, and in Deuteronomy, I believe the 33rd chapter, it talks about when, you know, Moses telling them, like, in the future, like, pretty much these are going to be the characteristics pretty much for each tribe, though, without him saying that, though, but he pretty much put it out there like that, you know. So it just makes sense, though, you know what I'm saying, though, like how we were saying earlier. You gotta know the whole book, though. You gotta know the whole book, though, to come out here and teach it, though, boldly, though, you know, because they tell you about. So why is Judah the, you know, so-called Negroes? Break it down. You know, why is Gad the North American Indians? Break it down. You know, we get into the scripture, we get the prophecies and why and this and that, though. You know what I'm saying, though? So this is the thing for each tribe. And then to top it out, we're like, then we say about the speckled birds, though. The Israelite foreigners that may look like these different nations, though, but they really come back to Jacob, Israel. You know what I'm saying, though? So that's the beautiful thing. And then, like I said, I think Great Millstone is the only one that teaches about the speckled bird more than these other Israelite camps.
The other Israelite camps are only like Native Americans, Latinos, and Negroes are only Israelites.
But they don't get into the speckled bird, man. These other ones, they may look like this stuff, but they're actually Israelites. You know? And it's only Great Millstone. Literally, Great Millstone that breaks down the whole Bible. They have the 100% truth, though, you know?
And there's white people that have the same chart, but with white people on it.
Yeah.
And they all attribute those characteristics to the Bible.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah. Yep.
it's so crazy. Like, you know Issachar is Mexicans because if you go to the Deuteronomy
33.
33,
Yeah.
it'll, like the brother said, Moses will give you the characteristics, but Moses didn't know the characteristics. He had to go up to the mountain and talk to Yahweh,
Yeah.
and Yahweh told him.
And that was 1442. 1044.
that
Yeah,
was
because I'll get that. I think I believe in the beginning of that chapter it talks about it talks about in the future.
So just imagine you build the world, and that world tries to forget about you. You know, but the Lord knows that's going to happen. So he tells them, "Oh, look, these characteristics are never going to go away." Right? It's like breeding. Like you breed an animal because of that want that characteristic. Like for that car, that Charger, it didn't always used to look like that. The Charger never had 4 doors in the 60s and 70s. It
Never
had
did.
2 doors. Those are 2-door sedan, sports. And now it's got 4 doors. And now it's got 700 horsepower. That's ridiculous. Who the fuck needs that much horsepower? You still hear that motherfucker.
Yeah.
But people will look at that car and be like, oh, that's it. I want that car. So just the same way, the characteristics of the Israelites, they're envied, right? Like, what's the deal with Judah? Well, Judah's like a roaring lion. Who will rouse him up? And what does that mean? You're afraid of lions, right? You won't come up to a lion and pet it because it's a fucking massive piece of muscle. Right? It really doesn't start shit. It just fucking kicks it.
Yeah.
That's Judah.
Yeah.
Judah
Yes.
just fucking kicks. He doesn't start shit. But he's big as fuck and you don't want to fuck with him.
Exactly. Like it was that, I think we were in Avenal, it was that IUIC, I think that brother.
Yeah.
But he was cool with us, you know,
He was fucking huge.
but he was a big brother. He was tall and big, man.
And
You know?
he showed a lot of love to us.
Yeah, and his wife was Issachar. You know what I mean?
And that's the problem. There's not enough love in between these fucking tribes. But it's coming.
And that's what Esau's scared of.
Now, the one that you have to watch out for is Levi. Those Haitians and their voodoo.
Oh yeah. That's... Slaki, I was talking about Genesis 49 because when
Moses?
yeah, with
characteristics.
yeah, because it says I'll get it real quick. Genesis 49:1. It says, and Jacob called into his sons. It was Jacob actually. It wasn't Moses. Well, it's still the same person, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's still the same person. It says Jacob called into his sons and said, gather yourself together that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days. So letting you know, pretty much though, like, you know, this, which, you know, in the last, he said in the last days, you know. That's what I was getting at too, you
And
know.
that is very important because that's what's going to happen. It's another prophecy.
Because that was prophecy right there, you know.
So I got Matthew 10:32. Whosoever therefore shall confess me before men, him will I confess also before my Father which is in heaven. That's why you got to do what you got to do. Come out here and preach the truth. And then those 7 bitches will be like, God damn. Amen.
Yeah. Because you know that because 7 it doesn't have to be specifically 7, but it just goes into completion. There you go.
It might be 20.
Might be 20, but it just be because that number represents completion, you know, because 10% is perfect, you know, and then 7% is completion. So it might be 7, it could be, like his brother said, it could be 20, but it's completion to your needs though and satisfaction though, you know. It could either be 3. You probably just need 3 at that moment, you know, or 4 or 5.
Yeah.
It don't have to be specifically 7 though. It just goes into completion though.
And
you know?
if the question is, what woman in her right mind will share a man? Well, what women are hypergamous. They'll see a good situation somewhere else and try to be a good man. Which means they'll leave a man for a man that they think is better. That's fucking. That's why those 7 women are gonna have the chick. Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
But if it's true, we'll see it happen.
You know, it's like I was get the pastor's app though. Talk about Genesis 49:1, because you know how I said it breaks down. It says in this is Genesis 49:1. It says in this chapter Jacob is speaking as a prophet. In verse 28, these predictions are called blessings or curses, spoken by inspiration of God, were actually prophecies of the future. You see, futuristics right now, yeah. So this is the only book that actually has real prophecies bound to happen, or it's happening, or it's gonna happen, though. You know. And so that Isaiah 4:1, his brother speaking, that's coming into pass, though. You know, that's not gonna happen in the kingdom. That's gonna happen on this side, though.
Yeah.
You know.
And I can see it now.
Yeah, I can see it too. Because the women are gonna be in need, though. They're gonna need a stable man in that time, though. I mean, hey, this woman I could use her for this. I could use this other woman for that. Why not?
Why the fuck not?
Why not? You know, at that time it's gonna be so what? Ain't nobody like you think. Oh, how did my mother-in-law gonna feel that I have 4 or 5 wives though? I give a shit at that time. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah,
you know?
That scripture explains it pretty much. In that day, there's gonna be so few men.
Yeah, which the men that are actually in their right mind though. You know, that have the word of Yahweh Shemashai, that fear him.
Because if you're a man right now and your body you know you have to eat a lot. There's no fucking way you're gonna
Yeah. How you gonna maintain that? Yeah.
diet every fucking day. Like you see the world's strongest men, they go and get cheeseburgers, they'll be like, I want 20 cheeseburgers.
They're not gonna be able to do that, you know? They're not gonna be able to do that though.
If I see you with the fucking 20 cheeseburgers, I'm killing you and I'm taking 19 of those cheeseburgers. Because I'm gonna eat that 20th cheeseburger over your dead body. I'm telling you, man. And I'm not talking shit, man. I'm telling you what I've experienced. Like I was a grappling instructor for the martial art, the Complete Martial Arts Center, and there were big dudes that were COs, cops, and they would come in, and they would try to take me down, and then at the end, I would hurt their arm, or I would hurt their neck, or I would hurt something, and then they all eventually learned, and then I'd be like, don't you guys want to attack me? And they'll be like, no, I gotta go work tomorrow. Why did they say that? I gotta go because I fucking hurt them.
You gotta fuck them up.
And now, the things that are happening are making me so wary and careful that I've been going to the shooting range, practicing my grip on my gun, my shooting, my loading, my unloading, troubleshooting the gun. I got a knife. I got a fucking survival knife. I can start a fire with a fire stick. I don't need matches. You know, I'm working on my survival skills.
Yeah, 'cause that's what it's gonna lead to, though, man. You're gonna need survival skills at the time, though, you know. Just saying, invest though, like, you know, I tell you, like, you know, like your money at that time is not gonna save you though. It's not gonna save you. It's the skills, and of course, the fear of Yahweh Hashem Shai first, but then it's the skills, you know.
So this is what I think should be at your house: a slingshot, because you can turn anything into a weapon. You can turn rocks into a weapon. And if you didn't play with a slingshot when you were a kid, you're gonna have to relearn or learn how to use a slingshot. You're gonna have to have a pocket knife. You're gonna have to have a fishing rod. You're gonna have to have a survival knife. You're gonna have to have a digging tool. You're gonna have to have a first aid kit. And you're gonna have to be fucking tough more than anything else.
Everything, yeah. That's right.
Damn, man. That's fucked up. Not really, but why would God want to save a pussy? Yeah,
No,
right?
I don't see that. Yeah, I don't see that. You know, how? You know, why?
Dude, man, it's like our ancestors were fucking violent. Look at Gideon,
I mean, Joshua too.
Joshua,
Caleb.
Moses.
Yep. And he was, you know, the most meek person on the earth, you know, at that time. You know,
Who turned him into that?
he killed that Egyptian, and then what our people do? Oh, you gonna kill him? Well, you gonna kill us? Talking shit,
Fucking niggers,
you
man.
motherfuckers, you know?
But like I said, that's a good point. Like I said, just imagine I'm the one over here with fucking bodybuilder like this, holding him up like this. Get out of here. I'm gonna take your canned foods. Like, you don't act like that. I know you don't act like that. But one day you're gonna be like, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
Yeah.
And you don't have to be big. You don't have to be big. That's why there's spiritual power, right? Spiritual abilities.
I mean, what it goes with even with King David though, you know,
Yeah,
David though,
Dude, small.
he was small. His brothers were bigger, you know, bigger than him though.
And people say, oh man, history is the one thing people don't want to get into. People will, like the conquest of Spain or the conquest of the Americas by Spaniards. Oh man, they were just better equipped and blah blah blah. Yes, they were better equipped. But if you take a helmet from one of those conquistadors, it's fucking small. It's like, it's fucking big. And you take a look at our people, the Aztec people, their fucking heads are big.
Well, that movie came out actually on HBO, the Batman Azteca.
Oh, I love that one. That was a good one.
Yeah, he fuck. I
They
mean,
were not the same size, motherfuckers.
no, he was like, you know what I mean, like how he got creative with it, you know what I mean, and it's because it wasn't for their fucking, you know, the rifles and everything that took over, but he was still. In that movie, you know, it's like he just got into the spiritual realm, though, you know, and he was going through all that,
That's
though.
a good fucking movie. I watched it last night and I fell asleep to it.
Batman Azteca, yeah, and it goes to show, you know.
These motherfuckers are this fucking big. Little tiny hands. And the reason I know is because you watch Dances with Wolves and they'll bring out a helmet and they'll be like, what's this small thing? That was you people's.
Oh, okay, no shit.
Yeah.
Because that was with Gad, right? That movie?
Mhm.
With Gad, huh? Yeah.
A little fucking, these fucking big. Little tiny brains.
That's
Big
great.
fucking brains.
Yeah.
Weapons. It's their fucking blessing, man.
And that's the sword, yeah, is a blessing, though, you know. And it was prophecy too. It was prophesied that this devil was gonna do that to our people, you know. And we understand it though, you know what I mean? Because the thing is though, it was prophecy. They had to take over the world, you know what I'm saying though? They had to deceive the people, you know what I'm saying though? Our people going off though, you know what I'm saying though? From the Aztecs to, you know, the Mayans to Gad, you know what I'm saying? Our people were going off though. Even with the Byzantine times though, because there was that whole, you know what I'm saying? Our people were going off though. They were actually all that time though, you know? And then they gave them you know, our people over here on this side of when it was it's America's, right? They were going off for a while, man. They're different gods, you know, and things like that. So it was just like that time for like, all right, you know what? Put an end to this shit. Esau, the sword, my sword, go over there, handle that.
Damn, that's exactly the truth because
You know?
Esau is the cleanup guy.
Yeah.
He's the enforcer.
And that's exactly what happened, though. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened. You know, we see our people died and stuff and things like that, but we understand why, though. You know.
Mhm.
But the thing is, though, is we still have compassion for our people, though. You know. But at the same time, it was like went off as a tribe, as a nation, though. You know. So we understand that you had to go through all that, though. But even that through all that, though, we understand too as like we're also a tough people, man. We're tough people. In that movie, you know, the Batman Azteca, he in the beginning he was pussy, you know, he was scared. They killed his father right in front of him though, and he was just like, oh shit, you know, this like that though. But he wasn't built up to fight against them because it was this new, you know, the guns and all that. Yeah, and he ran away though, and he started training though. So when they came back though, they don't even know who he was though, you know. So you can see here how he looks different throughout the movie, you know. Yeah, he was becoming a warrior though, you know.
That's all God did.
Yeah. At the end, he was able to kick their ass though. But I believe, well, I'm not gonna spoil it for you, know.
I've
But
seen it. He got his ass kicked a little bit.
yeah.
That
So
bitch had a shit.
yeah. The Catwoman, yeah. So, but it was just things like that though, you know. And that's just another stuff with our nation though, man. Get our ass kicked though.
And that goes to show you the first encounter between our people and their people. They're like, who the fuck is this? They didn't even take it seriously because they were so fucking small.
Yeah. They didn't take him as a threat.
For one of the first things written by the conquistadors is these people are well fed. These people are not sick.
Yeah.
Just imagine that. And then you will understand why they didn't take threat. Why these motherfuckers are small.
Yeah, they didn't see him nothing of it, but then it's Esau with his, you know, and his plan up his sleeve though, you know. And that's the thing. You know what I'm saying though? Because was it the blankets though with the chicken pox though?
Smallpox?
Yeah, smallpox that killed. They use biological warfare with, you know, our people, man.
Yeah. Because smallpox will stay on things, on surface. What happened? Oh, you need some money? I got some money for you. I got $1. There you go, pal.
There you go.
Man, stay blessed, man. Hey, you know you're an Israelite over here?
No.
You're what? You're Mexican?
Yeah.
You're from the tribe of Issachar.
Issachar?
Yeah.
One of God's chosen, you know, people though, man. You know what I mean? Because you're from this tribe though, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
You see how we're wearing these? You know what this is, right?
Ponchos?
There you go.
Stay blessed, bro.
Take it easy, bro.
You see, I didn't plan to. Oh, man, you wear these. Yeah, that's whatever, man.
Yeah.
And look at, he came up with that sunflower plant.
Yeah, you see that? Yeah.
That's symbolic. You know.
Man, he knew what this was too. Poncho.
And he felt comfortable.
Yeah.
You wouldn't come up to a fuck, like if the KKK was out here preaching, what would they be preaching?
Their supremacy though.
Their supremacy, right?
Yeah. Their supremacy.
So, you know, Yahweh had to do something to us really fucked up. He let the littlest fucking devil fuck us up.
Yeah, imagine we were able to see those fucking conquistadors and all them. Like, we're like, what the fuck? These niggas are hella small.
But you have to be thankful that did happen, because if it didn't happen, we wouldn't be here breaking these things down. We would never know the mysteries.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Because we would have been going off, and then we would have still been calling each other, you know, what we did back in the day, you know?
That's foul to say, I'm going to join the devil so I can get back at this motherfucker.
Yeah.
And another thing, we should start closing up, but we already ran up 2 hours. And it wasn't, and it's not like we planned it. Usually we do this stuff. I remember in the beginning, we had trouble making it past 30 minutes. Because of what you know, right? Because of what you know. Now we're at 2 hours exactly. You know, it's a team effort. You know? But the thing is, you know, the tribes There's a lot of them. But the Lord said we don't need all of them. We just need the elect, right?
The elect, yeah. Well, I mean, 2/3 are gonna die though, regardless. Though, you know, and it's the same thing what they say. We don't need our women either, though. We could make our nation back again with these heathen women, though. You know, Edomite.
I just can't believe that you would say that being with the white woman is.
It's the mark of the beast.
Well, white women are so beautiful, man. They're pretty.
They actually know. They know how to like.
They know how to treat you better.
Yeah, they treat you like better though. You know, they don't give you trauma.
And secretly, they already want to get with you, but they'll fuck themselves up. Like I was working at. I'm gonna say now. I'm working at Bevmo. I was talking to this young girl named Kylie. She was white, and I thought she was older. She was only 22. And I was like, whoa. I kind of got embarrassed because my daughter's 23. I was like, what? But she was digging me. And you know how I know that she was digging me? Because I waved at her, and she waved right back. Instinctively. Do that to your wife. She won't wave back at you. She'll be like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
What are you doing? Yeah.
When people are happy to see you, they don't think about what am I doing.
Yeah.
Like,
yep.
You remember going over during Christmas to your favorite cousin's house? You wouldn't even shake that dude's hand. You'd be like, let's go outside and play, bro.
Yeah, I already want to. Yeah.
Let's go hit the streets.
It was like he was on the same accord as you, though, already, though, you know? We already know what we're going to do, you know?
We already know we were going to get some quarters, go to the fucking arcade, get some fucking chips, get some sodas, come back, eat, and watch TV.
Yeah.
And that was fun. Imagine that, having fun.
Yeah.
But now it's like the world is coming to a close, so they opened up a new chapter. And the new chapter is for the Israelites.
Yeah, because it tells in the scriptures for the elect's sake, so you know, coming for the elect's sake. He said, nah, if this devil continues, we'll be all extinct.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the truth, though. We would be extinct, though. For the air. I mean, like, he's like, for the air, man. Like, I took a picture of the chemtrails one day, and it was just...
It was all over.
Yeah, I'll show you, brothers, though, but it was...
I can't remember the day.
Yeah, it was just like, what the fuck, man? So this devil is killing us with the water.
You look way over there, and it was all of them over there. You look way over there, and there was all kinds of fucking lines in the sky.
Yeah. There probably was that same day then, when I took that picture, you know?
You know, and another thing that I have to say is, it's not up to you what happens, you know? Just go every day, like, be yourself every day, because you can't control your fate, and I would call it fate because every day is a different fucking thing for us.
We need to start fucked up that shit real quick. Yeah, how fucked up that shit is, you know? So this devil is just killing us, man.
And then they got satellites in orbit.
The radiation off the fucking, like the Wi-Fi, the Bluetooth has a
That
frequency.
wire is giving off radiation.
Yeah. All this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? All this shit, man. Radiation, people are getting more cancer. Now, young people under 40, I believe, are getting colon cancer and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck that, it's because of what you eat.
Yeah.
So diet is important. See, everything is important.
So just like people are, you know, dropping dead, motherfuckers in their 20s or playing soccer or some shit, and they just
yeah, sliced in half.
All kinds of shit, man.
All kinds of judgment.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying though? These athletes are just dropping dead too. They're in their 20s.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
and then the dude that created Call of Duty.
Oh yeah, I seen that video. You seen that video?
Yeah, he died in his 50s. But he was revealing too fucking much.
Oh, that's what was going on?
Man, have you played Call of Duty?
Oh yeah, because all that, yeah.
All that shit is true.
Yeah. Realistic thing, yeah.
Things.
Yeah. That is true, because someone was bringing that out, you know, that he was like bringing out too much information, which all you play those games and I was like, oh shit, but it's real shit, you know? Yeah.
And then he's dead.
Yeah, because I seen the video. He was in his Ferrari or Lambo. He came out of a tunnel fast, and then all of a sudden, boom, crash.
How do you do that, man?
Literally, they was just like, they're recording him, and he was like a tunnel. He just drove out like that. Let's see down the street. It's crashed. What the fuck is that?
What they recorded him? That's suspicious.
Yeah, they were just recording.
How the
It's
fuck
like
do
if
you catch
they
those-
knew.
How do you catch those moments? They know.
Yeah.
You will never see me fucking in a Ferrari drive recklessly. If I have a Ferrari, I'm driving carefully.
Yeah, because the power of they got a lot of power.
Hey, you know what? Let's talk about power, because the power behind a car, my little Sonata right there, if I put it on sports mode, woo! It is fucking, it's full of juice. 300 horsepower, it was the max for a car in the 70s. You said my car has 300 horsepower. Everybody respected you. Now people are saying I got 1,000 horsepower elephant engine,
Yeah.
Hennessy engine.
And
Fucking death trap is what it is.
yeah, you got all that though, but like I mean, do you really need it? That's the thing. Do you fucking need that much horsepower?
But the
don't
thing
need
is, they have to create that horsepower because of jets. Remember, the P-151 Mustang. It was like a car engine, souped up. That's where they started all this fucking technology about getting your shit faster. I don't know, buddy. I know I'm right.
No, that guy was going
pulling
back,
out.
and then he was just like, "What the fuck?"
People are impatient.
Yeah, you see,
You
yeah.
see all that craziness?
That truck though, you know.
People don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah.
And it's guys like those that are gonna die first.
Yeah. Because all that dude in the car was just backing up and parked. This guy just didn't stop, just kept going. Just
Like-
he made his way just to get close enough to that car, just honk at him and keep pushing. Like why? Yeah.
I would have stopped and let that motherfucker do his thing.
Yeah, exactly though. And it was like literally 2 seconds. It just took him or less. He just back up in there.
And the love of people was waxing cold.
Yeah.
You know, there was a person with a fucking pop tire in my neighborhood. That bitch didn't have the tools. She left the tire outside and nobody stopped.
It's not even for a girl then, huh?
Fuck no, ain't nobody gonna stop for no fucking body anymore.
And then especially in those times though coming into,
Mhm.
I don't know, he gonna stop that, you know?
But that's how it is right now. Nobody's gonna fucking stop to help you.
Mhm.
So it is important for you to become self-dependent.
Yeah.
Like if you have if you have free time, learn how to start a fire. You know, there's a lot of ways to start a fire, and there's ways to keep the fire going. And then you're gonna have to learn how to build a shelter, and then learn how to do all kinds of things. You might not need it,
But it's still, you know,
but it's useful.
useful though, you know? Especially like, you know, you're not doing anything, do something prosperous though, you know?
Mhm.
Learn a new
New
trade,
skill.
new skill, yeah.
You know how you
Sure.
tell if your kids are Israelites? Take them to the beach. What's the first thing they do? They start digging a hole,
Yeah.
and then they put wood around it, and then the next thing you know, that hole's something they're in their imagination. Oh, that's our fucking something.
Yeah.
They're trying to figure out how shit works.
Yeah.
I took my kids to the beach and they were already older, and they built a fort,
Yeah,
shelter.
Yeah.
Like that's how you know they're gonna be okay. But if you take your kids to a place and they're like on the fucking phone, ignoring the beauty of
Yeah.
what's out there, that's a dangerous way to think.
Yep.
So you know, I'm pretty satisfied with today's camp. You know, teach your kids that they're Israelites, and teach them the Bibles, because you don't want them looking at you like you don't know what you're doing. They depend on you to know what you're doing. Like they're secretly learning from you. They're learning how you deal with trouble. They're learning how you deal with necessity, with prioritizing people, who you prioritize. Hey, kids are the fucking smartest thing in the world, but especially our kids. These Israelite kids, they're fucking learning. They're learning.
He's just in us to do so, you know?
It's just in us to build and
Yeah.
fucking do shit. Like do incredible shit.
Yeah. We're the true X-Men though, man. We're the true X-Men, which that was based on the time of the, you know,
Black Panthers.
yeah, the segregation time though. You know, the mutants represent the Judah. Like, you know, how they were treated though, differently though. You know what I mean? That guy Stan Lee, Stan Lee took that that. You know what I mean?
Everything is based upon the Bible.
Yeah. Talks about the powers the forefathers had back then, though. Powers that we're gonna get, you know, the electo and things like that, man. So all the, you know what I mean? Like the power zone, man. The power zone is about to come.
So you beware of the mark of the beast. You have to suffer. Try to learn some new skills that don't depend on technology.
Exactly.
And get back to nature.
Yeah. So all those topics covered up. Yep.
We covered all those topics.
Those topics, yeah. Because the mark of the beast, though, yeah, you know, talk about it a long time, things like that. But like how I see it, though, that's like the milk part, man. That's not even like hard to break down, you know.
That was a whole meal.
That's so yeah. That's like it's not like you know, you need like 3 hours. You know what I'm saying, though, because all the information is literally there, you know. And then the next chapter talks about if you take it, though, you're gonna be burned in the lake of fire, which is, you know, the America, you know, ICBM missiles. You're gonna be in that fire, which is with the missiles, and the angels. They're gonna get busy too, though. They're gonna create that fire, though, you know. So
I gotta admit, man, we're a pretty solid team. That was like a year's worth of preaching in a regular church.
yeah. Like they would have to break down, explain or something, though, you know.
That was like fucking Einstein shit, man. You don't understand.
Yeah, and that's the truth, though, you know. That's the truth, though. So, like, regardless, like I said, though, you know, come out here diligently, though, you know. And that's why yesterday, like I said, when that, you know, like when that Apostle Tahar did that order, which I understand, though, you know, either you're in or you're out, you know. But like I said, when we come down to it, though, there's no that we know of. There's no great millstone close to us. Every brother says it's like 3 or 4 hours away.
4 hours.
You know what I'm saying, though? And the thing about it, though, is that, you know, we just come out here teaching, though, you know? That's the only thing we could do, just come out and teach, though. And I said in the video, too.
Example.
Yeah. And I said in the video, it's like, if someone wants to place one of these brothers with GMS, I said, man, I'll be so happy to see a brother. Hey, brother, like, now you got GMS in your channel, you know? In your title, though.
Yeah. And somebody was telling me, not anybody, in my head, they were telling me in my head, maybe you should go to San Francisco. And then how it happened is the brother Caleb, he went to San Francisco and he sent me a message saying, where are these brothers at? And I was thinking about it. I thought maybe I should go up there and like let them know.
Yeah.
But then I thought about my personality. My personality, I don't like to be told what to do. And it's not because I'm proud of anything. It's because I just don't fucking like it. You know? Who likes to be told what to do? No fucking body. And I'm suspicious of every fucking body. Everybody's a fucking something.
Also like it, but before we came in doing camp, though, wasn't a brother from GMS in LA told you should go out there, right?
Yeah.
Right? Was it a GMS brother?
Yeah, it was the water, David, from the Spanish camp.
Spanish camp, right? He's the one that pretty much told you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So even at that, I mean, that was still like still like an order for him to go like, hey, bro, you know, like.
And I told him I really can't. You know, you're like 4 hours away.
Yeah.
And they understood. I mean, it's not like I really can't drop everything and go. You know.
Because that's it's not even like that's a trip worth a day. You know what I'm saying?
That's half a day of driving.
Go there and
It's a whole fucking day, actually, if you think about driving back and forth.
Yeah.
I would have to stay with someone at least for one night so I can get rest.
Go back the next day,
Mm-hmm.
and then doing it 4 times out of the month, though. Not just that one time out of the month, though.
That'd be 52 times a fucking year.
So that's the thing. It's not that now I want to, though, but the thing about it, though, is, you know, it just we can't do it at times, though. You know, 3-4 hours. That's a long drive. You know.
Man, this place needs us.
And then I was gonna say that. And then if there's no, because we don't see other camps out here like camping like how we do, not boosting ourselves though, but I'm saying like, what other camps do you see that it's really out there pushing this word like that? You know, from what I see, though, is, you know what I'm saying, is us just out there doing the work, man, that we know of, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And like his brother said, this place does need us though, and it does probably, and it does though. You know what I'm saying though? It does though, because we're the only ones out here doing it, and maybe it's for that specific reason why though, you know?
It's rich of Israelites. Full
Yeah.
of fucking Israelites.
Yeah,
Full of wickedness too.
Yeah, out here definitely though. I mean, like I said, you see everything what's going on and shit. You know, around. Every time I wake up though, I see something happen with a person though, or died and shit though. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, it's a lot of judgment going around this area. You know, not just like my town, like different areas in Fresno County. All here is Fresno County. Someone crashed and shit. You know, by near Fresno or some shit. You know, always things like that. You know, so it's a lot of judgment going on though, and maybe the elect could be out here. You know. You know, you just never know. You know, that's the thing though, and that's the thing about it though. That that's the reason why we're here though. You know, and like I said, there's a they're called diligent soldiers out there in Boston. They don't got GMS on their title though, but I've been watching those brothers since I came into the truth though, and then they're still teaching the word though. You know, and their brothers remind me of us though. You don't got GMS though, like in their title though, but they're out there teaching though. You know, still. So.
You want to close it up?
Yeah, so with that, we hope it's edifying. We want to give all praise and glory to you. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone Camp for teaching us the truth of the Bible. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect scattered around the world. Shalom.
Shalom.